All right, here are two Excel functions that I think every college grad should know. Let's get started. So the first one is Sumifs. So this is extremely helpful, and you'll find yourself using this all the time. So for example, if you have data like this, you sell, let's say you have red shirts for, you have red at 5, and let's do a couple of those. And then you have blue, green, green, blue. And then let's change these equals random times 10. So imagine these are your prices. Often you're going to be wanting to know the total for each group. So how I would do that is come over here, Alt-AM, remove duplicates, find these three, and then I'm going to say sum ifs. I like using ifs because then you don't always can do it if you have multiple conditions. And then I would say this is my sum range, this is my criteria range, and then this is my criteria. So very straightforward. Control-Shift-4 to make it currency, Control-D to bring that down, and now you have your totals by group. That's the first one. And then the other one is when, let's say you have over here red, so this is your blue, green. So if we had say over here, this was, let's say, made in USA, China, and, France. Something like that. And you have two different tables, and you need to take the data from one table and put it into another. This is where I would use index match. Some people like to use VLOOKUP, but index match is more powerful because it can find data anywhere in the table instead of your criteria being in the first column. So I don't want to go into all the details, but just trust me, if you use index match, it'll be way better and handle all the cases you can need. So index match is for taking data from one table that has an identifier and putting it into another. So it's a little bit more complicated, but it's not too bad. So you do the formula. So let's say I have data here in this table, and I want to put it in this column over here, so that this table here would have the data too. So you would say equals index, and then the array is the data you're looking at, and then I would lock that, and then the row number, we're going to use another function called match, and it's going to return the relative position that the match is found. So we're going to be looking up for red, and then I'm going to lock it. You don't need to, but it helps if you were moving things over. And then the lookup array will be this here, and I'm going to lock that. So it's going to be looking for red in this first column, so I3 to I5, and we always do exact match, so 0. And then the column number, you can put a number, so I could put 2, like this, because this column here would be 1, and then this will be 2. And then if you mark that down, come down to the bottom, Control-Shift-Down, Control-Shift-D to copy that over. So now you've tied this table over here to this one here. So, and then if, so source, and then if this was, let's say, count or something. So the reason that index match is nice is because if you have count, I guess if you look at the work this way. No, I don't know if it would. So what you can do with index match is, instead of, in the same way for this row number, we use this match function, you can do it for the column number. So you can say match, and the lookup value to be the header, and you lock the row, and then the lookup array will be this top row. Lock that, make it 0. Forgot a parentheses, but you bring that down, and then on the count, if this was 50, 100, 200, and these are poor examples, but you get the point. Let's see here. What did I mess up here? We need to lock. We need to move our index over. So this needs to include the table over here too. So bring that down, copy this over here. And now you've tied the count. So it gets really powerful if you have hundreds of column names and you need to take just a couple columns over here. You can take the 2 you want, or the however many you want, use that index function with the match in the column number, and bring all that data over. So those are the 2 functions I would say any college grad coming into the business world, I think those would be the most powerful. You can do so many things with those 2. And the sum ifs, if you learn that, there's sum ifs, there's average ifs, I think there's now even max ifs. So count ifs, use that one a lot. So there's so many, and they all work the same way. So if you learn that, those 2, you're going to be set up and making a difference in your office. Thanks. Have a good day.